said Westbrook was the greatest athlete he's ever seen. Is he the greatest athlete you've ever seen?
He's up there. He's up there. You know, I think it's not only the athleticism part of it, but it's the competitiveness rate in which he plays with. And there's a lot of, I think, terrific athletes, but I think that when you look at the athleticism of him and the force that he plays with and the competitiveness he has, I think his athleticism really jumps out at you.
In some ways, is this he's such a fantastic player and MVP last year, but in some ways is the job he's had to do this year even more impressive?
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard for him. I mean, it really has in a lot of ways, and I think he's handled it incredibly well. You know, last year, the majority of our roster was completely different. He had to shoulder a lot of the responsibility in a lot of different areas. You know, this year our roster really changed again, you know, quite a bit, and you know, bringing in Paul and bringing in Carmelo and trying to incorporate those guys and getting those guys comfortable and, you know, understanding and trying to figure out how everybody fits in. I think part of his challenges early, maybe where he wasn't playing at the level he was playing at the year before, was his unselfishness of trying to get those other guys involved. And I think he's had a balancing act for him, trying to balance between himself and the other guys. And I think as time's gone on, he's done a better and better job of that.
Hey Billy, you've had Paul now for almost a full season. What's impressed you about him and not only his play, but also his approach coming into this situation?
Great guy. You know, had no relationship with him, no prior connection to him at all. Great guy. That's the first thing that stands out. Very easy to talk to, very open, honest. I think has an internal drive to want to get better, to want to improve. He's a really good team guy. Wants to play and sees the value in playing the game the right way. Takes great pride in the defensive end of the floor. I think he's less worried about his offense. He's much worried about defending. You know, we've been, whatever it is, 70-something games here. You know, he's never said to me on the bench, hey, run a play for me, hey, get me a shot. Like, he gets it within the flow of the game. But he's been great to work with and great to be around every day.
His ability sort of lends itself to being able to blend with other players. I mean, he can do a lot of things, but he also is complementary in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, he's a team-first guy. You know, he's a team-first guy. He's coachable. He wants feedback. He wants to get better. He wants to be challenged. He wants to win. You know, there's a lot of intangible things to him as a person, which I really admire and respect.
Coach, you mentioned the Toronto game not being a great defensive battle. Where defensively do you want to see more feedback tonight?
Well, I think our communication's got to be better. You know, broken floor situations in transition, broken floor situations in the half court, switching, things like that. We've got to do a better job communicating. I thought we had too many breakdowns there. I thought that was something. There was times we were off bodies. I thought we were late on a couple three-point shooters that were clearly, like Miles is a great three-point shooter. I thought we gave him way too many threes and we could have taken some away. But I think those would be the couple areas that stood out mostly from that game.
Well, you said